Hello. Oh, move that up a little bit there. There we go. Hello. Good afternoon. Hey, Irvin. Yeah, I've never seen your name. Welcome. And Jubbard. That's actually fun to say with the evil fish. I am doing well. Sorry, Red Soda not responding. Welcome. And hello. Yes. He needs love. Oops. He needs right camera. There we go. Love. Actually, this is like the newer model too, so this is gonna be an experience. Oh yeah.
This is terrifying.
I've been doing it lately where I like to put like a GIF or a picture or something with the tweet or the message about releasing stuff or that releasing the stream starting. And so I was trying to find like a stupid Git like face to zoom in on him. I forgot that word is still on. Okay. So I still haven't actually went back and finished the Rathalos thing. I want to do that tomorrow. It's not that much work left, but I don't want to keep working on that today. I want to start something different though. And if you from what you see, you don't kind of expect what it is. Yes, it is. Let's see, what do you got? Do I have a job on? I do. Like, actually, he looks like Popeye, and he's like, what does Popeye say? What's his thing?
Spinach.
No, he doesn't just say spinach. He just steps to the screen. Spinach.
Blow me down.
Ugh. That was it. This was like ugh. He's kind of like chewing on his tooth there, though. Yeah, gug gug gug. Wait, there we go. But so this is actually the G5s, or I think they call them G5s. So this is the newer ones of it. Hello, welcome. So it is a. Actually, I was unsure until I downloaded them, but this is actually like the look, at least from initial looks, is actually really good, and so I'm happy with that. It like proportion wise, and I'm always worried with 3D models that they're going to get jowly from the front, and these actually don't look too bad. I mean, it kind of looks like a penis, but only kind of.
I only saw it when you said something.
Wait.
No.
Well, that actually, it kind of got. Wait. I think if I do the neck, it would work better. Whoa.
No.
This is. Wait, okay, so can I need to see if I can do this. You know what? We're going to keep the facial stuff in here. I'm going to see if I can put a certain animation on him. Yes, it worked. Okay, now we're going to grab his neck. Okay. See, this is happy bug noises. Look at the ear. Oh, the ears actually wobble really good.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna fix him. He's fine now. He's fine. Why is it changing a cow? Okay, so yes, that is actually what the reference is. So, and actually, now that I think about it, I have to reload my library because I had loaded the model library, and now I need to load the audio library. So the last time I used a changeling, I used audio from a specific source, and I thought it'd be fun to do that again. It just took me a little while to try to like find the right audio because I don't like just recreating scenes. I don't mind taking audio from other things, but then I want to make something. I want to give it a different context or go a different way with things. And I was going to go and do a different video, but then figured out I actually can't do that because copyright, which was the Bring Out Your Dead.
Aww.
I went and took the audio, put it on fake video, put it on my channel, and it was immediately had a copyright claim on it. And I'm like,
that's
if
unfortunate.
I cut it up, maybe, but it was because I was using like 45 seconds of it, so it was enough to trip it. So I could still use it, but I wouldn't be able to monetize it. So I thought, well, what else can I use that would potentially do that? And I literally spent an hour and a half today trying to think of something. And so I decided to go with more Pinky in the Brain. And so I used this audio, which I still have to cut up. So it's going off of when I used the changeling before as Pinky, and I thought that a changeling as Pinky was actually really, really funny and very fitting. So I thought let's do that again. So I was trying to find more feedback loop. I'm not seeing any.
I think I turned on this mic.
I checked it just beforehand and it wasn't echoing.
Now they're saying it fixed.
It shouldn't have feedback though. They're coming in through different channels. Feedback would be if they're speaking to each other. Maybe. Yeah. But no, it shouldn't be. Because I literally just tested these beforehand. You did a funny face thing too? But if you're going to be that far from it, I'm not going to have it on. Okay, so
I'll just turn it off.
Yeah, well, you're closer to as close to my mic as your mic from there.
I can get closer.
So no, it's not. Don't worry about it. You if you want a funny face, there's a thing for that. And I gave you. Oh no, you did a stupid face too. I'm sorry. I just realized that. I was distracted. Let's see here.
Yeah, his face is already pretty stupid.
Don't make fun of the changeling. His face is fine. Let's see here. We got. No, you can't have move. It's Pony Life Changeling.
Gross. He probably needs to load up something to his tablet.
Oh no, that's kind of weird. That's not as funny as I thought it was going to be. Well, this is creepy. I saw there was jaw bones though. Let's do. That's too big. Ooh. Like a kangaroo sack.
Nah. Giving what you were saying earlier, giving him a sack seems appropriate.
Thank you, Jazzy.
Yay.
Do you do manuals, lip sync, or use? No, I do use the base phonemes. No, I don't use any of the base phonemes. I can load them in, but I don't. For one, there's so many of the models just have different names for everything that they wouldn't load the same for everybody. But normal speech isn't always about hitting exactly those looks. The phonemes are great if you're trying to automate things, but if you're not, a B sound is not going to always have the same slider to make a B. It's going to depend on the syllables beforehand, afterwards, accents, and so I don't like using them. I always just go right to the sliders. No sound again. Oh, also, I did finally get the yes, I probably got to shrink her. She's so big. I did add in the little loyalty symbols now for subscribers, so there's like little cups. You can't hear Derpy. That one should be. Well, that one doesn't matter as much, but it's just like
She's
the digging.
The most important thing in this entire stream.
Now everything with that one looks fine. Oh, well, maybe. No, I'm not sure. That one I might have to look into or remake it because that one's not showing right on my audio bit. So I'd have to look into it. But the audio is not as important for that anyway. Anyways, finished Blue Song in like 14 hours across 2 days. Also, actually recommended it to me in the recent YouTube series. It was really good, especially Rainbow Dash versus Stairs. It's been a long time since I read that. No, I loved that story because of the way that they represent Rainbow Dash. I thought it was a very, very good representation of her.
He just likes Rainbow Dash.
Well, that was that story that got me to like Rainbow Dash.
I thought it was the other one.
No, that was the one. So, I'm gonna load that in now. So, this is some audio from Pinky and the Brain that I picked, and the great thing about it is some of the references that are in there. Hello, Seabass, welcome. And I'm not great. I'm not that great. I am awesome, but thank you.
He's okay.
So I'm going to be definitely chopping this down. I just grabbed a lot more than I want. And I'm thinking it'll probably be like 20 seconds long in the end. But this is what the audio is right now. And I'll give you the idea that I have. Oh, actually, I got to cut this ahead. It's right here. So actually, it's going to be. There we go.
Weird.
And I was going to cut ahead to... I have you muted. It doesn't matter.
I don't have any audio.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Well, that I don't. Why don't you have audio? Stop having problems, Michael.
I didn't create these problems. I simply inherited them.
Oh, wait, no. I have to find your microphone, which I don't know if I can do right now because I have to change. Wait, I can change this here because it doesn't matter. Let's see if we can get Michael.
More derpy.
Yes, we need lots of derpy. No, not play through back through this device. That was okay. No, wait, I had this wrong. Wait, this has to go to this.
Blaster.
That's I have a card in there. That's the problem. The desktop. Yes, it is the desktop. How do I see all the? Here we go. So it's playback. Where's what you hear?
Should say Blue Yeti.
No, it was a specific one. Maybe that's why it's not working because it is not showing on here. I might have to play with that. It's just because every time you unplug and replug, it changes things, and I have to go and reset it every time.
Not this. This is just a.
But the mic was.
Yeah. Well, I never unplugged the mic.
Yeah, last couple of days.
But yeah.
So I'd have to play with it on the side, and I'm not going to do that right now.
What happens if I plug it in here?
You're going to probably steal audio from me. So not. Stop messing with my computer.
You don't need to hear your computer.
Anyway, so what I want to do is have this audio. Desktop audio is the one that's messed up. Is it? It is. Oh. Can you hear now?
I can't hear the audio.
Now you can. I have too many buttons to click. There's like buttons everywhere. Hey, can you hear now? I don't think that button would have changed it. Okay, good.
Good.
I'm gonna say this again. Don't reinforce me doing things incorrectly.
If they can hear dirty, I'm deprived.
Anyway, so this is the audio for this.
You pondering what I'm pondering,
Oh, I gotta do this so you can actually hear this again.
Pinky?
Well, I think so, Blaine, but... No, it's too stupid.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
No, that was it exactly.
Move. We are a cow. Take us to China.
That's gonna probably maybe cut it there. I might go with the next part of it. But the idea is to use that part, and when he says disguise as a cow, they're changelings, so they can disguise. So that worked perfect. And I thought that, I'm like, well, and actually now that I have this audio loaded, I have to reload it again to get to my model library. I was like, okay, well now I have to show a cow. Well, who can I use as a cow? And
Betsy. She's the cow from MLP.
but there's no Betsy model though. And the fact you like could just list off what timestamp?
It was like early in the episode, maybe the first 2 minutes.
No, because there's an intro.
Oh, I have the intro. I don't count the intro.
No, so hello, Freddie. No, so I was thinking, well, so who can we use for a cow? And I was like, I know exactly who we can use for a cow. Oh, yeah, she's a little possessed right now. Let's fix that. But there. See? I'm gonna offend people.
Well, at least I didn't pick this one. I'm saying Bearded Doom guy made Rarity as a cow.
Yeah. But I haven't actually tested this model to see how it actually works. Moo, I am a cow. Really, that's all I care about. I think that's... Well, that actually... Can we go extra smirk? Oh, yeah.
You know what you could use?
No, we're doing this.
Arizona.
No, we're doing this. Because that makes it funnier. I want to have her in a male voice go, moo, I am a cow. So I thought that would be fun. And it really wouldn't be that difficult. And it would allow me to play with the changelings again. So I think that'd be fun. So that means that I need to set up some of these shots, which is going to probably be one of the most of what today is trying to get some of these figured out. This is racism against cows, or is it against Yona? Like, it's changelings. They don't know what they're doing. So what we want to do is I'm actually I think last derby for me till later today. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Hey, Jurassic, it's later today.
Is there pink eyes?
Red.
Yeah, but I want to actually do pink because doing pink for Pinky. Get it?
The mouse is white.
All right, see you later, Jurassic.
Bye, Jurassic.
Because we can do actors. So this one will be Brain. I was thinking about using somebody not changeling, but Brain's the one that says it, so I have to use Brain.
Using Brain chrysalis.
No. I thought about some of the audio was pulling. I was thinking about doing that, but it just it didn't work. It was not. It was nothing worked where I was. There's so many things where they said Pinky or Brain. They say each other's name all the goddamn time. I wanted to use a lot of or that's where I found this one was I looked at the compilation of Are You Thinking What I'm Thinking? Because he always says something weird, and this one is the one that doesn't say something weird but ends up being something weird. So what color should Brain be? Because there is like a blue. Oh, the nitromancer. Bzz. Yeah, I could maybe do blue and red. Or that would be pink. Does Brain have a color? No.
They're both white.
That wouldn't really work for them.
I mean, it's more of a tall, skinny, and short and fat kind of thing they got going.
The Laurel and Hardy,
Yeah.
I think. So we're just gonna move her faces down there. Okay. Makes sense though, because they're not reformed, I guess. It's just something to be funny. It's taking something that already exists, not just adding ponies, but trying to give it a different context. Okay, I gotta move Yona. That's getting like creepy over just staring at me. There we go. And there's a couple things whenever you make a new file I want to make sure are done, because everything's going to be copy pasted off of this one. Okay. And I'll have to... I'm curious with this model if the textures are actually colored or if they're overridden with a color. Because if it's the color, then that makes that a lot easier. This is going to be... Let's try wings first. Oops. It's going to ding at me. Okay, no, they are different textures. No, maybe.
I mean, I'm still
Oh.
kind of pro Christmas. Glasses first, too.
Could you give the green one glasses or something differentiate them outside the color? Does Brain... Oh, Brain doesn't wear glasses, but that could work.
It just makes head bigger.
Thanks for the follow, Merle. You know, we'll just...
Because that's kind of the thing Brain is. You just got a big head.
Well, then he's taller, though, right?
Yeah. I think he's taller. And then Brain has a big head. Maybe not that. That's...
There. It's big, right?
I feel like there should be more proportional stretching. Better.
Wait, I gotta fix the other one then, too. It's not done.
Yes. So
Actually,
broken. You could just animate them and then, like, morph their shapes and as an afterthought.
What you do is you do grab these, shoink. We're gonna have to up. These ones I have to grab from the front because that's the only ones that matter. Okay, we'll do that, and then we can shrink that up. Look,
So adorable.
he's got his stubby little legs.
Yes. It's accurate to the show.
and his big love brain.
It's actually kind of adorable. Well, I approve. Oh no! Now he runs.
Off! That was just...
He's running. Okay, yeah, that is kind of adorable, but at the same time, it's also kind of creepy. I can make. It's really hard to play with the proportions of them without making them just really hard to animate later.
Why don't you animate him first and then change the proportions?
Because then I have to readjust all their bones to match whatever that is that they're interacting with. Their body proportions, kind of. Because I can make him chubbier. Volumetric light object is super interesting. Might be useful for something I'm working on too. Yeah, the coolest thing that I always find with those light objects is the versatility of it. Like when I was making the tutorial, I was trying to think of like different ways to do it. So it's like, well, it's a two-dimensional thing. What if you make some that churns, you make it a three-dimensional, or what if you wanted to make displays that could change and magic effects and lightning bolts. I've used actually that bit for taking a texture of a lightning bolt coming down, and then I used a shadow passed by it to have it look like it's actually like streaking down. And I think that's what I did in this at the end here. Yeah, so those are actually volumetric lights, and it worked out pretty good. So I'm really happy with how those turned out. I don't think actually I did the shadow thing with that, but I think I tried it, but I ended up running out of time. But you could definitely do that to make it look like it's working its way down or something. So there's a lot of really, really cool applications for it, and that's why I didn't want to provide too much. I wanted to show some like really like maybe further down the pathways of using it, because I feel if you just show the basic ways to use it, or show a bunch of ways to use it, that you're going to make people feel restricted, and that's the only uses for it. So I wanted to just definitely keep it brief, because there's just so many different ways to use it. And the next tutorial I'm actually going to do about actually about lights again, but I'm going to do negative lights and some of the different neat uses that you can do for negative lights, because I use them actually quite often. So false shadows, false bump maps, painting textures onto surfaces, which like I did. That's how on that new sci-fi one. What is it called? Oh yeah, it's called Rocket Surgery.
Wow, that feels like so long ago.
That's not textured on. That is a negative light. That it is. I made the texture itself inverted. Hello, one time RP. I made the texture inverted so that when I went to a negative color, it inverts those colors. So it inverts the inversion and it makes it normal again. But when you're trying to just modify a texture, you're always reliant on the quality of that texture and how everything is mapped, because it might stretch some directions, not others. It's going to be rounded, it's going to be low quality. To make this clear on here and actually sharp how I wanted it, the only way to do it is to use a negative light. So it's only like a -4 or 5. It's a super low number, and then I just locked it to it. But negative lights they don't like motion blur. So that's why, like, at the very beginning of this, when it's flying in, when the light kicks in, it does that weird smear. And that is because it is not being processed as a normal texture. It's being processed as a light. And it gets weird. But it's only for, like, 1 frame, so I'm fine with it. But I use that all the time, too. There's one of my favorite representations of it, because it actually worked out really, really well using that, is where is the last night Pinkie Pie exploded? There it is. This. So all of this on rarity is negative lights. So it made it so I could just take one splash and then just keep changing it. So when we read fanfics, I have a picture for all of them that I made a while back. That's one of them. It's kind of gross, I guess.
So you were saying you'd shrink them down but make them chubby?
So to make them chubby, I definitely would have to wait to the end, because I'd have to lock every bone and then rescale them up slightly. But even then, chubby usually also means stocky, which to me means taking like the distance between these bones right here and decreasing it. So I'd have to play with some of this stuff. So, but say I'm having one look at the other. Well, now I change heights, so now the animation doesn't match. That's stuff that gets messy.
I wonder if there's like a changeling version of Snips and stuff.
That's oddly specific.
Well, that would fit there. That's the whole skinny, tall, fat, short.
Yeah. How much experience did you do to learn all those crazy things? By experimenting, you make it sound like I just played around with the engine to try to make things work. But really, it's that you run into a wall or you have a need, and so you try to find something that will fill that need. And I love being able to do that, troubleshooting, finding the limitations, and then how do you find something else that goes around that limitation to still get to where you want. I love being able to do that. But every time you do it, you add it to your toolbox. And then the next time you run into a similar situation, you're no longer about how do I get around this? You're like, I already know how to get around this. So it's just been, the more you're playing around in there, the more you find those workarounds, and then eventually you find 2 workarounds, and you find out if you put both those workarounds together, you get something that works, and that's cool. So I think what I can do with these two is I can make this one just shorter overall, maybe just by a little bit. I don't like rescaling by root, but it's going to be the easiest for these guys. Why is your... Oh, I don't want your head scale. There we go. So let's say that he's just 10%. It makes him look like a little baby then.
But that's why you got him to get him all chubby.
Well, I wonder if... So he's 10% smaller. So this is the same size head, but 10% smaller body.
Can you give him like a 10% larger head?
That's what I just said.
Well, it's like 10% smaller body, 10% larger head. So his head would go for 20%.
That would be like probably closer to like that.
Yes. I like that.
I always feel like these changelings already have like a weird disconnected head that made him look big, and then this guy's just coming in here like you know that meme with Putin, like the super stalking, he's like walking forward. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, that's brain though. Tiny body, little big head.
No, he's just big overall. He's got a big head, but everything else is proportional to him.
I mean,
Do you remember,
chubbier.
Brian?
He's chubbier, but his head's definitely not proportional to the rest of his body. Like,
Oh, okay,
his
his-
head's like half his body.
Okay, it's a little bit.
Yeah, he's not even that chubby. Like,
No,
he's
what
heavy set.
are you talking about? Look at
He's
this.
got a gut, but he's not like super fat.
I just realized his eyes are red and Pinky's are blue.
Oh, apparently. It's the other way around.
I just realized
Oh, I
that.
didn't remember that.
But he's named Pinky.
Yeah,
I have to. He has to be red or pink.
it's got to be blue, man.
No,
It's got
no, because you either make it accurate or you go and do that, and then everybody's gonna say, "Why didn't you make Pinky pink?"
But then you do it this way, like you got their eyes backwards. I'm gonna do it.
You know what? I'm just
Right
gonna
on the video.
one red, one blue, on both of them. They're gonna freaking look like they're just like police sirens, just spin their heads around while they scream.
I like their proportions now, though.
Well, if
Oh,
and I could make
Reverse
colors.
colors.
So on Pinky, if we just add a scale, let's put Pinky's head as. Oops,
Wrong way.
I forgot a 0. Consumed.
He is all.
I do that all the time. What do you think it is? No, I could make it a slightly smaller head, but then I feel like the proportions of it are going to stand out much, much more.
I think as long as his head can be north of that size, so as long
Oh,
as
I broke
Brain's
him.
head is bigger, that's the catch. And I think Brain's head right now is right where it should be, where it doesn't start looking crazy weird. You go a little small.
If you give me like a couple minutes, I can probably actually do that. Why is it not blue? It's purple. So these ones are pupil right purple, and this one is yell purple. So I'm guessing blue. Okay. Okay. Well, I can do this. Okay, come on. If you have the mouse on the other screen, it won't let you type a backspace. Why didn't that work? Blue pupil. Actually, oh, I know why. I have to grab the red one. Okay, there you go. It's got that.
You did it.
was hoping for like a... There we go. We'll do this one. And then... Let's see here. We go wide. Okay. And yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. Are you happy with this? Emergency's over. Okay, I'm gonna undo that. I'm sorry, Changeling, you are normal now. Totally worth it. Well, you're welcome. All right. What was it? All right, so we need to figure out as well how to break down this audio. And so I have no problem adding additional audio to it if I need, but I have to figure out where the limits are so we can cut our shots and get the idea laid out. So I'm wondering if I should just keep him red.
I am against the idea of keeping him red.
Compared to pink?
Compared to blue.
No.
Well, I mean, red is...
No, you didn't even... No, but you didn't even know that that was the color of their eyes.
Now that I know, it feels
But
wrong.
nobody else is gonna know.
They're gonna know.
I'm gonna start the video with context stuff, just so you know. Here's the wiki article for frickin' Pinky in the Brain. Do your research, and now watch the stupid video. No. So, well, because if I do any overrides, if I do it before I get to that shot, it makes it easier. So, I get that out of Michael's way. So I need to cut this up. And I want to try to see if I can find audio for this that doesn't have background music or is a higher quality, but as of right now I'm just kind of using a cheaper version, but if I find a higher quality one later, I can just redo it.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering, Pinky?
Well, I think so, but
Okay, so this says Pinky.
I'm pondering what I'm pondering.
So can I cut this without making it sound like obvious that I'm
Pinky.
doing it?
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
well, I think so, Blaine, but
I'm pondering.
well, I think so.
You can't even really tell.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think so, Blaine, but
Okay, can I grab a little bit more here?
The thing is, why is something as old as Monty the Python get immediately copyright struck? But this...
Well, not copyright strike. It was copyright locked. Like if it was a strike, now that I realize it, I probably should have put in a different channel. But if it was a strike, it would have been where some of the versions I saw online from smaller people wouldn't have existed because they would have got a strike and had it removed. It just means that I wouldn't have been able to monetize it, which means there's a lot of work put into something for one choice that
like
screws me over. So
that versus Pink in the Brain, because Pink in the Brain seems like it would be hard to monetize too.
no, the thing with this is like I'm cutting audio. So
I totally heard it.
So if I change things in it, if I change timing, if I change things, it means that the amount of consistent audio used is lower and the engine doesn't detect it. But if I used, but with that one, it was 45 seconds in a row. So yeah, I could cut it. I could add sound effects.
You could do the same scene, but you could get all female voice actors.
No, because then it's not as funny.
You could just make all their voices higher pitched.
But then what about all the background audio?
What about it?
I have to find all of doing something for that, which means then I'm just dropping a ton of money for it instead, which just completely negates the whole reason for using that. Then I might as well just use the original. Michael, stop it! I'm not doing it. You want death.
I want Applejack's parents being loaded into a car.
No, it would have been just the mother. The original idea was to take the Monty Python skit where it was, Bring Out Your Dead, and it was going to be Applejack bringing her mother to the cart. And like, I'm not dead.
It's so good.
I feel happy. It was originally going to be an anthology short, which then I don't care about the copyright stuff. But now I'm trying to actually upgrade things. And if I just keep restricting myself by unable to, or on stuff that I cannot monetize, then I'm putting tons and tons of work into stuff and seeing or not getting some of the returns that I potentially could. So it's more of I'm trying to add value to my time.
Well, I think so.
Pondering.
Well, I think so, Blaine, but... No, it's too stupid.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
Nuff! That was it exactly!
So then, right when this audio changes... So like, we'll do it right here. This is about them like riding in a cart to make a fake cow. So let's see if we can cut it here, because this sounds like an escalation point in the audio.
That was it exactly!
Move.
Yeah, because I don't want to use that whole audio thing. It'd be way too much to try to fill. Here, or in the cartoon, they had it like just rolling up a cart over a large distance. Where's that? Okay, maybe the squeeze sound.
Move. We are a cow. Take us to China.
That might work. I think if I just have to balance the audio.
Exactly!
Move.
If I can find it without the background audio, it'd be great, but I can't for right now. So I'll plan on that for now. So I need to have these two out somewhere. I can probably cheat this. If I can use a pre-made map, that could save me tons of time. Where I could like finish this in a couple weeks on stream. Oh, or I can put them in a cave.
Pondering what I'm pondering.
Why would they be pretending to be a cow in a cave?
Because they're changelings and the hive's in a cave. I could put more context, because if they roll up to a group without...
Like, why in the show are they becoming cows?
I don't actually know.
You should figure that out.
No, because they want to go to China. That's what it says at the end. Take us to China. Yes, the changelings do. They do want your love. And hello, dragon. Because it's more of put them at AJ's farm. Well, because I thought you could put them at like the gate of Canterlot, and where they're trying to get through. Well, no, because it's going to be Yona, so Yona could go up to some of her friends. Oh, what was the green one's name in the Friends in the Student 6?
Oh,
Sandbar. Yeah. The green one.
He was the he had turtles on his butt.
Did he?
That was his ski mark.
What is it for?
Sand? Bars? That's where turtles are, I guess.
I guess. AJ's farm would work, but then again, I would have to completely build the map because there's none that exists. A cave or a forest is the easiest. Well, I could just use this forest and then just like say whatever. The only thing is this map does not run very well, but I can play around with that. And there's power lines.
A lot of power lines in Equestria. At least there didn't used to be.
Oh, no, not that.
Pony Life sad face. Everybody's got tablets and they drink drugs. The whole show.
Oh, okay. So if I get rid of the power lines, it also gets rid of everything. Hey, it actually runs fine now.
Except for the power lines.
No, actually, those gone. Well, actually, that does mean
That would be a field.
It means I can get rid of the lines at least. But SFM is weird where if you disable things through the Draw Game Entities menu, it sometimes just doesn't render with that option deselected.
I would almost disable everything and then just put like a fence or something in the back shot. And that would be like a field for like a cow.
Well, and their conversation only has to look one direction.
Yeah.
Because it's between the two people. When they go to AJ, then I go and just find a different spot, like right here, and do the same thing.
Yeah, that would be great. I think you can just find just get rid of all the things that aren't the ground.
Well, why? I can just look right this direction or this direction.
Trees and out of the cow's pasture.
But yeah, but they're hiding. They're not there yet. And AJ's out here with the trees and the apples. Because she has apple trees. But it's, I kind of like the idea of going up to the guards of Canterlot because you could just make them do a weird face, especially when it says "Take us to China." Oh, looks like a war zone, maybe because the Canterlot War Games map exists, and it's not the best Canterlot, but it works. And the last time I did a changing video, it was in that map. So I like the idea of the consistency of the changelings constantly attacking and it not working. I could even have it get blown out again. Derpy just comes around the corner.
Video with Derpy and I'm sitting here. It's
complicated. I like that idea. It's a little blurred. Canterlot. The difficulty with doing that though is if you do that, the audio on this, I still have the background music. So it's about the lead-in stuff. So if I have the audio suddenly cut with all the music that was going because I don't want the background talking, he says moo and then moo again and then they all celebrate because it's India and they love cows.
Cows are great.
But we can go over here. And so this at least gives us like something. All right, you come over here. And look, Blurred, you have a coffee cup.
What?
I have to
I have a
adjust it though. I think I had to move it up a couple pixels because it kind of cut at the bottom. You have to subscribe to get a coffee cup. It's in the rainbow is the highest. Yeah, it was fine when I was working with it, but when it shrunk down to the 18 pixel, it kind of flattened the bottom. Where the others like actually I had a let me open it. A lot of the others are just flat colors. Where's affiliate thing? Oh, there it is. It is there. So it just starts as a white cup and then it goes to a rainbow cup. But see, this is a nice rounded bottom, but for some reason I think it was 1 pixel short of being rounded and it just cut it off. So I have to move it up a pixel. Would you want to flesh it out? What do you mean, flesh what out?
Castle?
Oh, plus there's, if you... Oh, it's just doing the normal stars there for right now. I made a center star in the cup, but it didn't save. No, so this, I need to have them not by the castle.
Are you gonna have crystals in it at all? Like she was the first time?
No, I kind of... Because if I have crystals in here... Well, more detail in the background? No. If I go at the right angles here, I feel like it wouldn't matter anyway. But it's spinning. Oh my god, those are moving.
That is cool.
I know, but look at the shape. They're flat at the bottom, but this one's flat here and flat. It doesn't actually make any sense. Look at those. They're gonna. Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
Oh, cloud sex. Hot.
You're grounded. No, so I probably like I'll probably put a rock like here. It's probably gonna kick me out because stuff.
It's a Tom.
I might actually use Tom because it's this model or this map is fairly plainly colored, so a very detailed rock would stand out. So we're gonna use Tom.
What are you trying to say about Tom?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put like a rock here, and then we're gonna have it there. Okay, Tom, you need to be bigger.
Now you're judging Tom.
He made up for it. Tom needs to be bigger because I need to make sure that they look hidden, because it's about giving context to where you are. So if I put the rock here, I can utilize, let's see, Pinky is nope, actually Pinky's gonna, in the original, Pinky was on the other side, on the left. I'm actually gonna put Pinky on the right this time, for a reason. Because what I can do is I can put Brain looking like this, and then we do some guards. There we go. I knew that error was coming. I just crashed. Give me a sec. And how do you keep getting those so fast?
I think you need to make this more expensive.
They used to be half that price, and I updated it. It takes you a good hour or something to get it. Oh, I saved it. No, I'm not gonna. The second one took a little bit. The reason I added the stupid face thing is because I can do them super quick, which is why I don't mind those at all. Why is there a camera 3 down here? This is a version of the map that I modified to remove light. You could redeem 70 times. Blair, no. Wait, you have like tens of thousands of points.
They're all saved up.
I'm scared now.
You could just make your entire every stream for the next month. Just.
You could put a global cooldown on it. So I think I need to do that. No, I don't mind though. But I feel like it could get out of control. Here, 40 before the siren. Oh, so you almost got another. Oh, so that you did have another. Okay. Let's see. Because I don't. Oh, that is Brain. Okay. Why is? You know what that looks like?
The cat.
You know the meme with the cat? And it's just like. Oh, it doesn't apparently do anything. I think I broke him. I Aku. He's like, what the fuck? Stop doing this to me. No, so I thought at the beginning here, so you can do an establishment. Oh, I was going to load the guard. That's what I was doing. So this is a rock. I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, that's the other thing. There's Lunar Guard, Pegasus Guard. That's an old one though. There has to be a newer one. There we go. So we'll put them.
Okay.
I might need to make these guys bigger. Apparently I can't actually lock to that. That's weird. Because you can barely see them from here.
You could have Flash Sentry. But nobody wants that.
No, because if you put Flash Sentry, then people are going to look and say that's Flash Sentry, and I'd rather have it be those are just guards, so then it keeps the focus where I want. And if I put scope there, then it would break symmetry, I guess, or it'd make people go like, why is there a changing over there already? Because the details are going to be so low. From here,
On the chain.
he is. Okay, they need to be neutral. Actually, let's make them just a little bit angry. I'm not angry. Let's just do frown. And then they need to be angry. Okay, and then standing at attention usually just means pulling that back. He is. No. You know, if you actually didn't say that, I probably would have just left it all the way till final.
I know, I think it would be easier to animate with the horn and the wings. Most of the guards are
I don't need to animate them.
they're clippers.
That's what I'm gonna fix here. It's just grabbing the wrong ones. Well, I will animate them at the very end. But I always I think that they're more standard to see them with those. But I can always change it, that's why it's not really an issue.
Crystal Empire guards were most of the biggest.
Like our guard Easter egg.
And then Earth Pony was just garbage.
No, they have spunk?
Yes. The Earth Pony's most devastating power is that they can starve everyone to death, which is horrifying in its own right.
One of my favorite references to them is Anthology. Dr. Dinosaur did the short where it was the nature documentary from Canada, and it just dragging the horse through the mud. It was
Certain natural environment.
yes. All right, so this is gonna be where they can see like this. Lens-wise, we gotta sit at least at 50, but I can probably go. I probably shouldn't do 85, but I need to do enough to see the door and them. So it'd be something like this. But then the focal distance is probably going to be on them. There we go.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think.
Well, how much of this audio can I grab at the beginning?
Anywhere. Are you? Anywhere. Anywhere. Are you pondering what?
Not much at all. If I can extract that audio, this would be so much easier. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find just the background audio. The reason that you can do it for ponies is because ponies had the 5.1 and you could separate it from the center channel. With them, this is from 1990s. I don't even know if like 5.1 existed then. Not in a digital format where they had like that.
They used it, but it was all.
Well, maybe it depends. If there's a 5.1 sound file and you could buy it online, which is about the only way you're going to be able to get a good quality of it, maybe.
Maybe there was like later DVD releases.
Well, no, you can probably buy them online.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Let's check. So we got Pinky Brain episodes purchase. No, that's the complete first volume. That's volume 1, but at least it shows that you can buy it. It's the DVD though, it's not a digital. But you never know.
I'm sure.
I want to watch Pinky and the Brain in full 5.1 surround sound.
Area 5.1.
No,
Area 5.1.
a parody of 51.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Hardy har. So yeah, I don't know. That's going to be tough to try to find. I tried doing an extraction to remove, but it didn't work out how I wanted it. Because if I can do like give it that much more time.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Because then what I can do is start the camera like here and have it more zoomed in and then have it zoom over here.
Swap the audio out. You find
So
it.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that here and then
Are you pondering?
and I can always like put enough background noise or something to make it so it's hidden or something.
Are you?
SD means digital, right?
No, the standard definition.
No.
Well, it's digital, I guess. But it has to be 5.1 to have the chance of doing anything. You could get higher quality audio, but you'd still have the same issue. But 5.1 is where, at least with the Pony, the central speaker is only vocals. And that makes it super useful.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think.
So, but I plan on going without. So, I'm just gonna do rough shots right now. So we'll do this.
Pondering what I'm pondering.
Well, I think.
Pondering what I'm pondering. I'm pondering what I'm pondering. Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Okay, so he'll kind of.
pondering?
Okay, I need to make his mouth move because it's gonna be fun.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
What I
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
W digital. W digital. Is the audio on?
Sure.
That's all you think. Think.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Actually, turned out pretty
Are
decent.
you pondering what I'm pondering?
Okay.
Pondering.
Oh, I probably should put him in like position. So he's gonna be. Actually, I can kind of do him like this. I'm gonna have it so that he's basically turned around, so that I'll kind of cheat it. And so this is gonna probably be up.
Yeah.
Let's say zoom in.
It was all recorded in Adobe Digital, which is
5.1.
5.1. I can't use
That's a neat list. But it would be. I knew if you can find a download of it, it's where it's the best. Oh, they do episode by episode?
$2 an episode.
Oh, perfect. That's cheap. Actually, I have a $4 credit on there, but I think it's only for rentals. I don't know. I have to check. The one thing I don't like about this right now is there's not much establishing that's been done. Yes, we're establishing that we're in front of the guards, but I haven't established that those two are standing next to each other, which I think could cause confusion, but whatever.
Well, I think so.
Pondering.
Well, I think so, Blaine, but... Well, I think...
97?
I'm put Adobe Digital.
Oh, yeah, that I'm not sure of. I think 97 was this episode. Full photo sincere. Need to bring this way in. Good enough for now. Oh, actually, I can redo this here.
Oh, that format's existed since 1986.
86? I mean, it's probably went through a lot of iterations since then.
They said it was called Adobe Stereo Digital until 1995.
Well, just a YouTuber, they were talking about just he like going through retro stuff and like the old DVD Dash and DVD Plus.
Yeah.
And what the differences between those were. Mm-hmm. And like that it ended up being that there was legitimately no reason for them to ever differentiate. A bunch of people came up with a standard. Sony said, no, we think we can make it better. Even though this did perfectly fine, they wanted it to be more reliable than what was already reliable. So they made their own standard, and they made all their own equipment to try to become proprietary. But then everybody just came out with multimedia drives within a year. And so for all the time that both existed, everybody could play both. And it was so stupid.
I remember when HD DVDs came out, there was a significant increase in quality of those. They were to essentially match Blu-ray. Which they did. And resolution.
What's the full audio clip? It is, well, I kind of cut it up a little bit, but...
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think so, Blaine, but... No, it's too stupid.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
Nerf! That was it exactly!
Moo, we are a cow. Take us to China.
I just love the way he just nonchalantly says, moo, we're a cow, take us to China. So, yeah, that's it, I guess.
Well, I think so, Blaine, but... No, it's too stupid.
There is, So this does keep going.
Moo.
Didn't they?
Moo.
Didn't that show get rid at one point?
China. Moo. Moo.
I could make that work all the way through that. I won't plan it for right now, but I could. I kind of like the idea of just cutting it out at China.
Take us to China.
But I also like the idea of having it where they're all really, really confused and then just celebrating for no reason. It'd be pretty funny.
We're not pondering what I'm pondering.
Well, I think so, Blaine, but
Oh, cool. The guy who played Brain
No,
is still
no.
alive. We need to get this show back immediately.
He did a part in MLP.
Did he?
Yeah, the Chancellor.
He was Chancellor Naysay?
Yeah, it was the Brain voice.
Voice, you're right.
How did you know?
I didn't know. I didn't know. I just realized, I thought about it, like, it is the same voice.
Did you know that William Shatner played somebody? It wasn't just a.
It doesn't sound like him.
Well, it sounds like William Shatner. But
Yeah,
no,
I know
but
it's him.
how did you not know that was Brain? There's only one person that sounds like that.
I didn't think about it. I just didn't consider. I don't sit there and consider it sounds like the Brain. I haven't seen Pinky and the Brain.
I think about that with
12.
anybody I hear. Every time somebody talks, I always think, do they sound like Brain? It makes very interesting conversation with my parents.
Categories. You don't sound like Brain.
I think so,
You don't
Blaine,
sound
but
like Brain. You do.
no, it's too stupid.
We will
No, it's too stupid.
we will disguise ourselves.
What we need
I
to
probably
do-
actually need to have. I'm gonna turn Pinky a little bit more here, because if I put him there and then I move the camera, it's a little bit more of a confusing background. But I think with the right lighting, it'll be fine.
Wow, there were only 3 seasons of Pinky and the Brain.
Elves as
No,
But I guess they were also
Well, I think so, Blaine.
so they could stretch it.
I think so, Blaine, but no.
I'm not gonna do this one right.
Well, I think so, Blaine, but no, it's too stupid.
we
I think so, Blaine, but I think so.
When Pinky and the Brain
Blaine?
was on air, I was.
I think so, Blaine. Well, I think so, Blaine,
I
but
was right
Blaine, but
I like being as close as I can here.
Well, he played.
Blaine, but no, it's too stupid.
Somebody had posted a picture before where Futurama, one of the beginning things, says all time travel back to 2020 is not allowed, and they're like, "Wait, what?" Just says Pinky and Brain's idea was stupid. Oh, Pinky said Brain's idea was stupid. No.
No, it's too stupid.
we will disguise ourselves.
Oh, yeah. I guess in a way he didn't directly say it, but technically he did. I didn't even realize that too. He did call it stupid.
Well, I think so, Blaine, but no, it's too stupid.
No, so I wanted to do that further around because then I could do.
We will
When it cuts here. You can do the over the shoulder shot. It doesn't work. What are you doing? Oh.
Doesn't work.
I love how it didn't work, and you heard me say it didn't work.
Now it's working.
Okay. Nice delay.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
Okay, here, I'll play it all in a row then. You can hear it.
Yes.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think so, Blaine, but... No, it's too stupid.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
Narf! That was it exactly!
Moo, we are a cow. Take us to China.
There you go. Oh, I'm waiting for the delay.
Okay, now I get it. There's a delay.
So they got the delay, and then they got your delay of their.
My reaction to the delay.
Yeah, so that's like a video echo.
We will disguise.
So I want to do the shoulder shot, but I think I actually have to move him a little further. No, we're gonna move Pinky just a little bit here. So I don't want to move him further from that rock. It's triples delay. Yeah, that's a little better because it's more about balancing the shots. So I want to have him fill this side of the shot, probably like 1/3, but then I want to have him at the other third line. So I probably can move him just a little bit now. I just don't want him too far from the rock, otherwise it kind of negates the reason that they're hiding.
We will
So I thought about having him when he's saying this transforming into a Yona, but I think I might just have him walk up to it and then have it be like right then, moo, I'm a cow.
Brian's smarter than that.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
He's not much smarter, but he's smart. He's the smart one. He's just not as smart as actually.
I feel like if I do it that way, though, that the whole video is like centralized to just calling Yona a cow. Like that is the whole point of it when it's supposed to be a picky joke. That's fine. We're gonna do it. Well, if you keep doing, he goes moo, moo, and then they all start cheering.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow. We will
everybody around him is so much dumber that it just works. That's always the best.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
No.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
No!
As a cow.
Okay, and then we go back to his angle. And so for this one, I'm gonna churn Pinky to be a little bit more straight on here. Double, not triple, your delay is Mike's delay, but then you got but we're on a rock hurtling through space that is dilating time.
Hey, don't forget the space time.
Narf!
I'm gonna have so much fun having him say Narf. That's the one thing I was not looking forward to doing this, was that Pinky has to be, it's like Pinkie Pie, where anytime you do anything with Pinkie Pie, it has to be so overly animated that it's just annoying. I hate working with Pinkie Pie. In Remembrance, she was the most difficult part, because she had to she was the one that had to she was bouncing and I had her trip so that she wasn't doing something in that shot, so that I could just have her pop up. And then at the end, I'm like, she can't just sit still. So I put her in the corner, and she's just annoying.
That horse will die of diabetes.
No! No! Narf! That was it exactly.
All those potions you drink.
Enough.
I guess I didn't actually hit that button.
Enough.
Oh, come on. Oh, I'm on brain. That's why.
Enough. That was it exactly. Enough. 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 Enough.
You did.
It's not fun.
Is this physics?
Fun. Enough. That's fun.
Backwards, it sounds like fun. No, like legitimately.
Fun. Fun.
Like it's like a demon saying fun.
Fun. Fun. Fun. Fun. Fun. Fun.
Is this voice?
Now I'm never going to be able to watch Chancellor Naysay and not hear the brain.
I don't know how you never got it. All I can see is brain.
Yeah, but now you've cursed me with that too. You've cursed me with brain.
Derpy is also Tabitha.
I knew that.
The surprise was real.
Enough. That was it exactly.
Remember taking a picture to get signed by Tabitha that had Derpy on it, and she was like, "Not too many people bring me this character." And I thought to myself, "You're lying to me. Cut the small talk."
Okay, so these guards I should probably actually put closer together. I need them in a single shot. Were you just doing the like Final Fantasy theme? This is like you sound like you're doing. I was like, what? There's no celebration. He's not in yet. Okay, so we'll do. Okay, Yona, it's your time.
Move.
There's only one Yona?
Hmm?
Is there only one Yona? Or is both of them transforming?
If I do the other one, it needs to be Pinky. And then what can we make that doesn't work?
So not Arizona.
No, like what could I have him be that just seems like? Well, why?
You could use any of the other that's not Arizona of the animals. Like, maybe he just uses the llama.
Well, I think when they originally went to go in, Brian was on top, but it was a cart of hay that they were in and trying to make it look like the cow. So Pinky was just in it.
Oh.
So they weren't actually separate.
You could just paint the changeling. Give it a cow texture. Like he didn't even bother transforming. Like properly, he just like changes color.
I don't know if I can. It depends on how the changeling's textures.
Texture map is. All it is would be is white with black splotches. I can't imagine that was too different.
But no, it depends. Is it like right now when I look at this, it's just a big black bar across the top and a lighter bar across the bottom. I mean, it depends. Did they map the whole thing, or did they just like make a single texture that just the whole thing grabs from? So if it's not mapped on here in some way, I can't do it because I can't actually change the texture of individual parts.
My suggestion, just
I could throw lights at it and like try to simulate it, but
Could, or you could just like.
Or just have it be-
Watches at it and see what happens.
or just put rarity.
The rare cow.
No, not the rare cow, but just rarity.
Wow. Insult.
Actually, I didn't really think about the insult portion of that, but okay.
I mean, the fandom does like turning her into a cow, so. Oh wow, I'm full.
We're halfway through.
Move.
I normally get a drink by 7.
Oh, good.
Move. 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 We are a cow. Take us to China. Move. 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 We are a cow. Take us to China. Move.
How you doing?
Hmm?
Will be significantly different in the comments.
I don't really have to animate much of her. It can be. It's pretty simple. Does she have hooves, or is she just like? Did I put her in the ground?
No, that's her.
Oh no, they're in the ground. Bang bang.
She's stoned.
Move. We are a cow.
Oh, I like this already. And this is actually like, this is not going to take that long to make either.
No, you're already got the face pretty much down. Well, you don't let scope creep get you.
Yeah, no more scope creeping.
I don't believe you.
No, I think it would be funny to keep this going, but I think that because you always want to end on the best stroke possible, and I feel like if I end it after the take us to China, that's funnier than extending it. I could, but
You could.
I'll see how I feel when I get there. So
Well, the important thing is you put Derpy in the video.
no, because that would be if I extend it.
You should extend it. No, scope creep's not necessarily a bad thing. I actually prefer scope creep.
So her head.
We are. Move.
I don't feel like her eyes are. There, that feels a little better.
We are. We are. Move. We are a cow. Take us to China. Take us to China. We are a cow. Take us to China.
It's like a horrible. This is really bad.
Hmm?
There was just like a misshapen cow model, like a cow.
We are a cow.
Well, there is actual cow models, like straight up from PS2.
But if all it showed was a cow, it wouldn't be funny. It would be like, hey, there's going to be a cow, and then you show a cow. It's the fact that you think it's going to be.
Camilla cow.
No.
She's in there.
No, so if I did Derpy, it would be to extend it to where she says moo a couple more times, and then when they all celebrate, or I could either use the celebrate thing or have it where I do the thing where they always get blown away. Like that's what I did in the last one, and which I could make a running joke of, where like the changelings are constantly trying to get in and keep getting knocked out, and it keeps being Derpy that's doing it. So, because I like running jokes. Running jokes are great too, because if I make that and it references a previous video, it's promoting people to go and watch a different video. So it's about trailing. The side twice were good for that too. But this, even just as it is, it kind of works. So, so this one's going to be called brain establishing.
Think so, that. So blame, but no, it's too stupid.
And actually, at this point, I'll probably even have this like zoom in a little.
Yeah, I was kind of looking
No.
for cow man. This is like we're in a hall.
Oh no, it's already at 85. I mean, I can go to 105.
No, it's too stupid.
We will
No, it's too stupid. Oh, well, I think so, blame, but no, it's
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
well,
Okay, this is going to be Pinky replies. I spelled that wrong.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
I love it if you catch it right in the audio at the right time. It just keeps going.
Yeah, I could actually hear that.
no. Was it?
It's. I want to be able to look at the name of it and know immediately what's in it, and that's the best
Was
way to
it
do it.
exactly?
Moo. We are a cow.
I think that's a little too quick.
Exactly.
Moo. We are a cow. Take us to China.
It makes no sense. I love it.
China. Take us to China.
Exactly.
Because if I could get rid of that music, I could definitely play around with that. So I'm going to have to play around with that digital download. That was Amazon you found that?
Amazon.
That'll definitely give you the best audio too. So even if I can't remove the background.
Episode is that?
Hmm?
What episode is that?
Um,
Let's see if I can find the exact episode.
I can check on here. Actually extracting it's going to be tough too.
They should be able to do it with Audacity, right? Audacity.
But I have to be able to download it.
Yeah.
Does it let me own it by streaming it or not? If I could get it through YouTube, no, because YouTube's not going to let me download it either. But it's just easier through that. No, that was Amazon, but it was Oh god, what was the name of it? It was something through time, like a time thing. Oh, okay, yeah, so it is. It was... Oh, we are a cow.
Which is kind of
Okay, it was like a time one.
Well, wherever you saw that quote at, it'll probably say what episode it's from on the quotes page.
Yeah, I guess. Nope, it just says the quote. The quote. That is it. Oh god, stupid audio thing.
Have at it and I'll search for it.
I found it earlier. That's what's bugging me. Oh, that's not. It says the episode, but that's not all, folks. But I don't remember that being right for when. Oh, I got it off Daily Motion, so I wouldn't be able to go in my history. That's not going to be right either. Because I need to figure out what episode this is. Oh, yeah, that's not right. It's going to be... It's a jump around. But yeah, if you can figure out the name of it. I had it earlier.
Move. We are a cow. Take us to China.
Love it, though. It's so good.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Okay, so I'll probably finish. No, these I can put in red because technically the shot is where I want it to be, which means red. Not name. There we go. I think the most amount of time here is going to probably be spent on the lip syncing, but that's fine. Oh, I didn't name these ones. I want to try to see if I can hasten the process of lip syncing. Let's call that one Moo.
Are you pondering what
And this camera is going to move. I want to have it pan a little bit, and then as it gets closer to him, I want to have the focus change and it just shift a little bit to the right to put him more into shot. Because if he's going to do that like turnaround,
pondering what I'm pondering?
oh, and he's not actually turning around.
Well, I think so, Blaine, but...
Are you pondering?
All right, let's see if I can actually just kind of skip over the lip syncing for now. I don't want to work on lip syncing right now.
Are you pondering?
Okay, so for this, I need to have his eyes actually looking that direction. It's not quite looking that direction, it's close enough.
Pondering what I'm pondering? What I'm pondering?
Yes. So normally for this, you want to just look at the ground.
What I'm pondering? pondering what I'm pondering.
Well, I think so, Blaine.
Okay, so let's get him in a little bit better position here. So, or not a better position, but just a more natural body positioning. So, I don't care about the wings right now for either of them. Actually, this shot, I don't even need Pinky. Let's get rid of him. I can get rid of Yona. Alrighty, this video going to be a continuation of the Invade Your Land video. I'm considering it, or at least I could make it a trope where instead of Pinky and the Brain trying to take over the world, is trying to take over Equestria, and that they're constantly trying to find a way in or to do something, and that Equestria isn't being led by Celestia, is being led by Derpy, and Derpy just keeps like exploding them away. I like that idea, but I also like the idea of ending it on
Gas to China.
of the end it and take us to China, or just have them explode her right there, and end it on that. But I love jokes that build on each other. So I'm taking something that has a ton of audio and then making a consistent element that already has a consistent element, like the try to take over the world. But so yeah, it's like I brought up at the beginning of the stream, but I love ideas where I'm not just taking audio and honifying it, but making it its own thing and evolving what it was. So, but I don't have to worry about making that decision right now, which is nice. I can just keep going with what I'm doing, and deal with it when I actually get to that point, or where that is the only thing left. That's what I did with the sci-fi video. We spent a ton of time working on the beginning of that video, and I didn't actually figure out how to end it until much, much later, and then just kind of tacked on. So I just want to add a little bit of, like, I don't know, you want to call it like a sway to his legs here.
What I'm pondering.
Okay, and then, so it's super, super simple. Let's do that. And then this one and this one. We'll do a double with this.
I'm pondering.
We're gonna... Are you still trying to find that? Probably do tilt it down a little bit. And then chest one's probably going to be the one that's turned the most. I'm not going to do that. And this one's going to be turned a little bit down. All right. All I did was take the quote and just search the quote, and that's how I ended up finding out. Because I had to rip the audio from Daily Motion. And Daily Motion just trying to recommend me like porn or something. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know that was what was on Daily Motion.
Daily Motion's pretty much everything. YouTube before Google
Another time. Pondering when pondering. Pondering when I'm pondering.
It's supposed to rain. Get a windy out there.
I'm pondering.
So I have to be careful because I want to have him kind of look behind him, but I don't want to have him looking at the camera because that just gets awkward.
Pondering what I'm pondering. Pondering what I'm pondering. Nodding.
I don't know. I really wanted to work with changelings again for a while, so I'm kind of happy about doing this. Why do you have cheekbones in the cheeks again?
Pondering what I'm pondering.
What is wrong with your ears?
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think so.
Pondering.
Well, I think so, Blaine, but...
It makes noises.
I think so, Blaine, but... Well, I think so, Blaine, but... I think so. I think... I think...
Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit more of a default position for him. I think I just want to have his head turned a little bit more. There we go. Maybe have his head down more. I might keep in this the
I
default.
think so, Blaine, but... I think so, Blaine, but... I think so, Blaine, but... Blaine, but... So, Blaine... I think so, Blaine, but...
Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tougher because he says Pinky's got to move so much to make the character fit. If I can back it up again if I need it.
I think so.
I like that. Bugaro, now the stream. Different quality options I can watch in 1080p with no stuttering. Yeah, the transcoding is just dependent on how busy Twitch is at the time. Partners get priority on that. Anybody else gets transcoding only if Twitch is quiet, which is surprising. It's Friday evening. I thought this would be busy, but
I like this speaking the brain quote. Brain. We're going to a place where the sun never sets. The size of your wallet matters, and actors and actresses are slaves all day. Pinky's replied, "We're going to a Denny's?"
people are calm and collective. Well, Pinky has the best. It's all Pinky in the Brain was Brain setting up a joke and Pinky finishing it. Mm-hmm. It's all it is, and it's amazing.
I think so.
The name of the episode, I'm not 100% sure.
What is it you think it is?
I think it's All You Need Is Narc. But I'm not sure. Give me more time.
Because it was a thing where they were like traveling in, like across the world, something.
India. Colonial India is when they were in.
Yeah, that's where they are here. They're in India.
Yeah. But I'm not 100%. I don't want to download the episode. I thought for a second it might be an episode of Animaniacs too. It would mean a whole.
I think so. That I think so, Blaine. I think so, Blaine.
So he's gonna have his eyes. I'm trying to think of how to do some of this. So this is gonna be his left eye is closed. Or maybe his right eye. Maybe his right eye. That just looks way better.
I think so, Blaine, but I think so, Blaine.
Okay, I need his mouth.
I think
His voice just sounds like it.
so,
It's supposed to take up way more open.
so, Blaine, Blaine.
And it
I think so, Blaine, but
so I want to make sure I'm getting that feeling right.
I think so, Blaine, but I think so.
I think I want to back off the body motion here. So the head and the neck are fine, but the rest of it, I want to go a little bit in, just to remove that backwards motion a
I
teeny bit.
think so. I think so, Blaine. I think so, Blaine, but so, Blaine, but
Okay, the snort's got to be its own thing. So this, I'm going to use a portion of what's here. I'm going to go in 2/3 the way.
Blaine, but
And let's have him brought down a little bit. I think I need, yeah, lock his shoulders for that one. Okay. What do we got here? You want stupid face? Actually, I needed to.
You're like a line much later in this episode that is relevant to this moment. He says, the irony of it all, Pinky. Years of trying to take over the world, and all I had to do was say move.
No, because that wouldn't work. It would break the stuff, the consistency of everything. Because they have to keep failing. Hello, Musta. Welcome.
Funny relative moment.
I love new people. People can select something for doing weird face, and that's what this is, I guess. Okay, let's do stretch. Oh. Why didn't drop work? Or whatever. Let's get the eyes in there though. He needs to be angry. And where's my 3? Oh, you know what I need to do? I know. Do they have They have it. Okay. The mouth. Let me go to that. Okay, so mouth curve is my favorite flex on the ponies. So, oh, it's not as exciting here. It definitely has the same look to it, though. Oh, it doesn't have that same like squinty feel. I think Angry's gonna... Maybe Angry mixed the colors out a little bit? Maybe. Hi ho.
Hi ho.
Hi ho.
Hey ho.
It's like a pig, like. Whoa.
Oh no.
Can I get me? Where's his job? You're like. It is a dog. He's like quack.
You sing opera.
Quack, quack, quack.
Sing opera.
I really wouldn't do much with him like this because he's not animated.
I think so, Blaine, but... No, it's too stupid.
I went too far with it.
We would.
I think so, Blaine, but...
There's a flex still running on this. Yeah, curve.
I think so, Blaine, but... I think so, Blaine, but... No. But... I think so, Blaine, but...
You know what's infuriating is there's like 1,000 websites that all have that quote. But none of them list what episode it's from.
When I did a search for it, it wasn't that. I think it was part of the other quote. It gave me like the full episode name right at the first search, but it wasn't just the cow part. I think the reason that you're having problems is that is the popular portion of the quote, but if you use the other portions, it's probably going to pull up the useful things. Which was, are you thinking what I'm thinking? And then he says...
I think so, Blaine, but...
I think so, brain, but no. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, you'll find it right away.
Yeah. What else is he saying?
I think so, Blaine, but...
Well, I think so, brain, but
no,
it's too stupid.
I think so, Blaine, but... I think so, Blaine, but...
So this one I want to have, I think is ours still locked. Yes, they are. So he's going to have like a really, really short bit here. That I think I'm going to have it go like up here. Probably going to move it to there. A little too short.
I think so, Blaine, but... No.
Let's see if I can make it like stand up just a little bit more too. Then we're gonna go 0 on that. Why is that happy? How is that happy? He just looks a different type of angry. If anything, like maybe some relaxed.
Blaine, but...
Maybe a little bit of less of that.
I think so, Blaine, but...
Can I just save everything of his here? Not really. So I want more wide. I'm gonna raise it a little bit. Just a little bit. And then this side needs more clothes. This one needs less clothes. Why is that in there? Maybe that needs less wide. Yeah, and less wide and a little bit more raise. Because it has to be like he's like raising his eyebrow without an eyebrow. And then the other side.
I think so, Blaine, but...
He's more sad here. On all sides.
I think so, Blaine, but...
He needs...
I think it's the episode Around the World in 80 Nars.
That sounds exactly like what I saw originally.
It took me forever to find, and the only line I got from it was, I think so, Rain, but snort, no, it's too stupid.
That sounds like it. How to make cartoon lighting in SFM, like on your rocket surgery video. Well, I felt that I wasn't really trying to go for a cartoon look. It might just be that that's the way I go. So sure. Where is it here? Okay, so this one right here. So I'll pick that up later. So it's just the way that I normally light stuff. Hello, Alco. Blep. If like a lot of what I like to do is very, very harsh or very sharp rim lighting, because what makes a cartoon usually is less gradient. So it's, instead of having the lighting smoothly change, like for instance on these models, like you can see a lot of the shading underneath here, and that's what gives them a lot of their depth. But if I go and turn off ambient occlusion, they're going to look a lot flatter, and a lot of that, they're going to start becoming more cartoonish just because you're losing some of that that definition. So if I probably should put this up too. So if you want to make something look cartoonish, you have to work within that. So don't make soft diffuse lighting going around things. It's about making very, very hard rim lights. So in I'll point out here. So like a lot of these shots, when you look at the rim lights, especially on her, it's got a lot of like harsher round like light at the edges. These are a little bit easier, but like especially when the rocket pops up. Like right here, a lot of these are very, very sharp in rim lighting. So, but it's also about like even though you might say, well, the light's coming from her left, so that's all I have to worry about. It's also put a rim on the other side. It's about like creating this like fake outline for any character. So I have this light coming from this side, but I also have it coming from this side. So it kind of creates like an artificial rim all the way around the outside. And I do that all the way through. Here, there's a lot of light coming from her front, so there's a lot less of it. But I think one of the big things too is post work. I actually, you know what? I still have it. Here. So let's do a before and after shot to this to compare. And here we go. So this is the before and this is after. So it's gonna be hard without being able to put them right next to each other. But the big difference between these, actually, let me see. I can probably. Oh, I can do that. So, how do I? Oh, I know how to do this. We'll just do this. Ooh. Come back, Twilight. I don't want that either. You go over here. And then we're going to see if we can just select a part of you. Can I select a part of you? Some of these have problems once you're working within the post environment, but there we go. Anyway. But you can see between these two that, there we go, kind of see them. This one's is a lot darker and not as bright. This one, hello Axis, is a lot brighter and colorful and sharper. So in post, I had increased the contrast, not just the contrast. I play with levels, which is a lot more playing with a lot of the details of it. So in this case, like since it was a brighter like lab setting, that the lights when hitting things were probably going to blow it out, make it too bright. So I did make it so that like some of this detail got lost inside of that. So I lost some of the color by going into that direction. But the big one is vibrance, and vibrance helps. The color vibrance, I guess, is it takes colors that are already there and just removes some of the grayness from them and just makes them pop. And when you're working with pastel horses, I was like, wait a second, I want to make sure she's not hiding behind the camera, but she's not. The pastel horses work way better when you increase that vibrance by like, you can usually go 0 to 100, and I put it like 40. So I pump it up a lot, and that really helps bring out the colors and things. I thought I had another example here that was showing some people post effects. So this is before lens flares, this is after. But the big thing for me is if you want to make something cartoonish looking, you're probably going to be doing some post work. You're going to be doing something in some After Effects or other editing software to really pump up that contrast and pump up that coloration, that saturation. The only time I have had a video that I did not do that, and actually ended up doing it the other direction, which was actually reduced vibrance, was this one. So in Leaving the Stable, in these shots I actually decreased the vibrance a little bit in the saturation because I wanted to make it feel mustier and underground. That was until she goes outside. All the shots after she goes outside, like even down here, I actually remove that. So then it makes it feel like she is suddenly in a whole different world. So a lot of these colors, like the brightness of that green and everything, you're not going to see that kind of bright saturation of color on anything. So this is the same, essentially the same green, but it doesn't look anywhere near as vibrant as the one out here. So it just depends on what you're working with. But post work, it's amazing what it does. And I think to me, and like I know like animation and everything is a big part what people look at my channel for, but I think the biggest thing that stands out is just poking at it in post, playing with that vibrance, playing with that contrast. It's super simple stuff, but adding those little touches at the end, plus adding a vignette in dark shots. I add that all the time. Animation is meh. No, it's there's a lot of things where you think that one thing is important, but really it's not. In a video, the most important things to me are the storytelling, and which includes positioning, how you're drawing the viewer's attention, basically how you control perception, and lighting. Those are to me the most important things. The quality of animation is secondary or third to those. So yeah. So if you want to make something cartoon-like, post work. If you have Photoshop, you can even just put stuff in there and see what you can do. I can actually show. Let me open up Photoshop. I have the one picture I made for the preview picture that I did a lot of that stuff with, and it's really easy to go back and forth in high detail then. Yeah, this one. So this is a good example because when it's not moving, you can really go overboard on stuff. So, here is this is where I'm playing with levels. So this is just about increasing that contrast. And you can really see it just brightened it up and brightened up those edges. And what I did for this was, so this is where you're defining pure black. So I brought that down just a little bit. I didn't want to darken things too much. But what I defined as pure white, which is what this line is, I brought it in quite a bit because I wanted to actually like blow out some of these bright colors. And then this in the middle, I don't think I actually moved it. Well, no, I had it moved a little bit because one would have been middle. But so I just pumped it up a little bit more. Overall 3D animation looks weird at the LP because the character is so weirdly proportioned. Is exponentially noticeable in 3D compared to 2D. Yeah, and 2D can cheat, where when you're changing perspectives, they can completely rebuild something to make it work, or make it feel that that's the way that it should be. But in 3D, you can't just completely morph the whole thing every time you turn around to another angle. One of the examples of that is the model for Tempest. She looks great from the side, but from the front she seems very jowly. And in the show she didn't have those kind of jowls, but also they never utilized that angle, so you never got to see those like big jowls. So 2D kind of cheated with that. Also, like the fact that a lot of these shots you see the ponies where they have both of the eyes that are visible, but it's a profile shot, and then like you can't. There's the nose in the way. There's things. It doesn't work that way. But 3D also has other benefits, so it just works out both ways. But so yeah, so for levels, it's really just about bringing it in a little bit on the edges and then moving that middle slider to be brighter or darker than you want. So vibrance here, I did a plus 30 on this, and this one's going to probably be harder to see what's going on. But you can, oh, actually, it's pretty noticeable. You can really see those colors pop. And to me, that is huge because this feels washed out compared to this. And then some of these other ones below this are other complicated things. I was playing around with adding like a glow layer to her. This layer is about cleaning up edges. So if you look at like her neck and her like cleaning up this lighting so that it's cleaner on the nose, flattening out that so it's not as flat of a line, getting rid of this texture error here. Oops. So this is just a cleanup layer, but you're not going to be able to do that in video. Getting rid of this edge, so this is round now, but it was, when it rendered, it was actually flat. So just going through and cleaning up some of that stuff.
Airbrush the horses.
I love when both eyes are drawn, but one just is floating in the air, not in the head. I don't see it. It will peep in some anime cartoons. Yeah, there's actually a comic that does that, I believe, where he puts like one little spot of an eye for all his characters, and he always has the one floating way out in front of the face. It's just the style that he does, and it works for sure. What is this one? I don't know what that one is for. But so yeah, that's the kind of the post effect stuff. So the main two are just I play with are levels and vibrance, and then every now and then I will add in a photo filter. In the Twilight video, I actually utilized a blue photo filter to just kind of add a blue hue to everything. That bright white light that's in an area like that, you assume is going to probably have a bluish feel to it, so it just made it feel science-ish, I guess. Thanks for the follow, Axis Tuna. Appreciate it. Diary of a Wimp Kid is a good example. I've never actually seen Diary of a Wimp Kid. Okay, he just, his eye, oh, you know what? Actually, I can make his eyes change.
Blue?
No. His eyes are not going to be blue.
But they should be.
No. I'm going to be yelled at for one thing or another, and if I have to choose between everybody and you...
It's not going to be just me. You got the eye colors backwards.
There's not going to be anybody... there is not going to be a single comment that states that other than you going on there just to be a butt.
Well, yeah.
And the people that are here because they want to be butts too.
Everyone be butts with me.
I think that's illegal.
That's just anarchy.
And I'm going to yawn if I want to. I want to make it feel like you're a little bit more surprised. So if yeah, that feels a lot better. It's minor, but it is.
It's hard to emote to change things, and they do have pupils, I guess.
So in these ones, their pupils are just slightly whiter versions, which I love because it still keeps the flat color, but it still lets you point a direction of where they're looking at. So yeah, so that's what I have here actually.
I think so, Blaine, but...
This is what he starts with. And I'm only going to do this for now, but I want to have...
No.
So this upper face, we're going to have it be... I Okay, I need to have him still smiling here. Was this, which smirk was this? Smirk 1. Look at him, he's so happy.
Even though he lost his knee, he's in the great champ.
There is a quote from Pinky, like, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Pinky?" And he's like, "Yeah, but last time, but last time we did that, this almost didn't grow back or something." And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Something normal.
Some of those responses are just completely off the wall. They're like, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" It's like, no, maybe. Were you something about making glass out of snow, like making windows out of snow? And I'm like, what? It's like, was it in South Park where they had the joke that Family Guy episodes were written by like hippo or the manatees that were just carrying words across? That's just what it felt like.
I just read one thing where they're like, "Pinky, are you thinking what I'm thinking?" You know, probably not. I was thinking that you probably weren't thinking what I was thinking either. And I guess that's this one. We were both thinking the same thing then. Oh, I guess you're right. They were both thinking that the other one wasn't thinking what they were thinking.
No.
They were both thinking this. And that's the joke.
No. No, it's too
I
stupid.
can't believe there were 3 seasons of that show. But when you're a kid, I guess 3 years seems like a much longer time.
Game, but... No. No, it's too... No.
Remember that? Animaniacs, Tiny Toons.
What?
Tiny Toons. Did you watch Tiny Toons? They're all
Yeah. Remember, was it Mindy and the dog?
Yes.
Okay, I love you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
And that poor dog.
Always saving the little girl and getting...
It was about as happy to do happy tree friends as it could be in there.
When the little kid always like her mom was like, "Hello, lady. Goodbye, lady. It's mom. Okay, lady."
It was a recurring joke that was just, but it was always cute and adorable. And that dog was the best part of it.
He would always get punished at the end because he like didn't stay put like he was supposed to. Poor dog.
Those are my favorite shorts from the Animaniacs. Oh, thanks for the follow, Oogle Boogle 153616361. Whew, almost didn't make that in time.
Impressive.
I got practice from Mitch. He's got the name with the most obligatory numbers because his name is obligatory numbers. What kind of? I think on Steam I have him just. I think it's still hashtag Mitch at BronyCon. How are you two tonight? I am doing quite wonderful. How are you doing? Is there a method to the numbers? I'm actually kind of curious. I get the Ooga Booga. That reminds me too, like, Blurred is still around. I asked you once before, and I don't think if you heard me. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell your name came from.
No reason, they're just there.
That's there? Okay, cool.
They're numbers.
You ever notice how worthless Chromebooks are? I don't have one.
It's because they're so worthless.
I have a Surface tablet. Those are actually pretty nice.
I have a phone I read all my books on. So cheap.
Actually, I think I have to put him forward, but I'm going to put his head. Let's try this.
No. No.
You know, I think I put the body the wrong direction here.
Yeah,
No.
I'm hearing about my boss. He was talking about how hard it was to get his kid some kind of like tablet, or I think he was getting a Chromebook because they're all selling out. Probably all the kids who need computers for school. I'm actually a little surprised most kids don't already have a computer of some sort.
Well, there was the thing I was just seeing today where they're talking about some kids that they have to do online schooling, but they can't afford online internet at home, so they're at the Taco Bell parking lot. And it's like, because they assume that everybody has the access to something that's not considered a necessary utility. So, no, some people can barely afford food for their next meal, let alone a computer. A lot of the schools will give you one, but it just depends.
No.
I wouldn't go so far as suggesting a Mac.
It depends. Macs are expensive, but they're, if you get a deal with the school, maybe they can get them for a decent bit.
You can get it like dirt cheap, sure.
Chromebooks can't open exe files. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Well, because Chromebooks aren't really a full-on laptop. They're like a laptop. Yeah, they're like a mixture between a phone and a laptop. That's actually one of the reasons when I was looking at tablets to get that I ended up going with the Surface, because the Surface has the benefit of being Windows. I can download Steam and I can use it like a normal computer, but I can still use it just like a tablet too. So that's nifty. It costs a bit more, but I'm at least able to utilize it in a much broader sense. A FAP-top? I don't know if you want to use that wording for it.
Yeah,
What do you... It's, I guess I've heard phablet. But no, that's a phone and a tablet. Yeah, let's not use the term FAP-top.
It's like that's not why the school bought you it.
I only use it for one website.
Yes.
No. 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 No.
Weird. Yeah, when I was a kid, we didn't play that much on the computer, but my grandmother, she got this for me. So
No.
I had a
No.
well friend.
No. No. No.
Grandparent.
No.
Guys.
No, I think Chromebooks are good for people that don't need it. They just want a laptop type thing without the complexity of like a PC might bring. So they have a place.
They're good for school.
Yeah.
They're not good if you want to play video games, but that's not good for school.
I think yes, you get Derpy's happy about it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I've been out of school for well over a decade, so that's two.
I totally
Derp just keeps dancing. No, I've been in school for well over a decade, so it's been, and that's out of college for over a decade, so it doesn't bother me at all. It used to be when I was driving stuff, I used to have to go by a school, and it was easier than trilogy.
Yeah.
Derpy's getting tired.
Yeah, I've been out of high school for
No.
about 3 years now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I remember when I started high school, we had the old Macintoshes with Oregon Trail and like the floppy disk drive, and
I remember our school got donated a bunch of those iMacs. Remember those computers with like the big clear plastic?
with the color.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those too.
Oh,
those are
they
great.
Were ugly, and they were
I love those. I thought they were amazing.
They
were bad. Now we look
not
bad.
good computers.
No, but I wanted one.
I will say they were ahead of their time because
Oh, Penny pulled Shrek and made a crappy sequel. You made Return of Skywalker.
if I remember correctly, the crappiest thing about them is that Apple
Is that?
themselves, and they got rid of the think it was either they got rid of a drive. I think it was CD-ROM drive, or it might have been floppy drive before they should have gotten rid of it. Because I think it was floppy. They're like, oh, nobody's gonna use floppy anymore. But I was a poor kid. That's what my family could afford. Was floppy drive.
Well, that's the thing. Like I was just mentioning is there's just all this thought that like, oh, well, kids can just go to school from home. And I'm like, but
kids have been homeschooling for a long time.
But homeschooling over the internet. And it's like if you have to log into school from home and stuff.
That's why I think there should be like a homeschooling option that they just get mailed their work and then their parents have to work with them.
Do you want to rely on?
I mean, that's what homeschooling has been.
Yeah, but now you're forcing it on people. Like
school? Yeah.
Again, I mean that's my parent or my older sister with her kids, because she had a very, very smart kid, and he a normal public school would not have supported him the way that he needed to be, and but a private school for a gifted kid was expensive, so they worked out some deals with stuff, but he only was able to go half time, if that, and so they ended up homeschooling him, and they did a pretty good job of pushing him to do it, to where they ended up actually getting, or he won something and was able to get into a good one. But
I mean, I'm not saying it's a great option, but given
go eat. Now we have a Nickelback. So this photograph.
Nah. No.
That's quiet. He had too smart for his wallet. The changeling too.
No. No.
Lucky for my parents, I was a dumb kid, so they didn't have to worry about any kind of special school.
Nah.
It's like, yeah, he's not good.
No.
Well, it's if you have a smart kid and you don't do that, if you don't help drive them with it and that learning, they're going to squander it, to where even if you give them to us later, they're not going to use it. And he's definitely using it. He is a nerd of a little kid. He's brilliant. So I'm hoping he goes places with it.
It's the hope. It's that saying, you can lead a horse to water.
No.
I hate My Little Pony.
You're not a fan of LP? That doesn't matter if people are or not. Actually, I've had a couple of people, especially lately because of the Monster Hunter stuff, I've had a couple of people make comments on like the Sci-Toy video, and actually saying they're like, I don't know, give a crap about LP, but this is really good. And I love those comments. Those are my favorite comments on YouTube. I've had people even badmouth and like, I think Brony is the stupidest thing ever, but this is a good video.
That's how it starts, though, doesn't it?
But to me, that is the greatest compliment you can get. Getting a compliment from somebody that's already a fan of that type of content is, it's what you would expect. But when you have somebody that normally hates it and then compliments it, to me, that's huge. It means you were able to burst past a bias.
But that's how I came into fandom. Like, when I first saw My Little Pony stuff, I was like, this is dumb. This is silly.
Like,
that's kind of cute. But it's mostly dumb. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's cute. 3 months later, I'm just buying one plushie.
No, like on here, how do I get to the full thing for this? Oh, here it is, the comments. Amazing work. No, not that one. There's another one. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of MLP genre or fandom, but I gotta give credit where it's due. This is very, very well done, exceptional even. Those kind of comments to me mean more than almost any other compliment.
You hear that? Brony's comments don't mean crap to
No, it's just that to me, it's if you're able to take somebody that has a bias and move past that, and no, I'm just saying but if you move past it, that's powerful, and I love that. Hello, Tobin Laganova 43, I think. It's all lowercase. It's hard.
It's fine. He was calling me worthless earlier.
Oh, you got a donation badge? Oh, good. Well, there you go. Congratulations.
No, it's... No.
Sleep Pokemon was bored, so I turned the TV. Nothing was on with MLP, so I watched it for the memes. Next day I was sad because
How do you turn on the TV?
it wasn't on yet.
It's just MLP. I've never turned on the TV and seen MLP. I have to search for it. You must have cable. Never had.
I started watching the show because of the memes. It was from me going to Meme Base, and they have the My Little Brony board, and I had run across those going through because Meme Base was a part of that Meme Base. I think it was. So every now and then one would pop up, and that's where I got into it, or at least figured out about it and learned of it.
I saw sprays on Team Fortress 2. I thought, why are people spraying these horses everywhere? And then I got bored and like,
No,
maybe
no,
it's good.
it's too...
If I could only turn back
no.
the clock and stop that poor boy from turning on that horse show.
Yep.
Kind of like what I leave.
And we can start that now. Get out. You wouldn't have been here.
Wouldn't be good. I don't know what I'd be doing.
You'd still be in Kentucky.
I don't know what I'd be doing. I remember just being like at the lowest point of my life when I found the show.
Well, nope. Don't worry about it. There's always lower.
I mean, I could lose a limb or something.
Well, you could have been unemployed, living on welfare, just eating chips while watching television
I was living
show.
with my parents at the time.
I was living with my parents until I was, well, I mean, I went to live at college for a couple of years, but then I came back and lived with my parents for like 2 or 3 years.
You know,
And before moving out with my old
working
roommate.
that job I absolutely hated.
Yeah, that's what I was doing
I mean,
too.
I worked that job for 11 years. I continued working it after, but it became more bearable.
Pimations? Actually, I didn't do it. That's neat. Which of his videos got you into it?
No, it's...
It's
No.
a funny video. I don't know.
No.
But he was talking about funny stuff.
He's a fun guy.
His channel is popular.
No,
Something about
it's too
something
stupid.
up, man.
It's too stupid.
Friendship is
Oh, it's too... It's too... No, it's...
I think the first fan-made funny video I ever watched was probably Flufflepuff's Apple. And then shortly thereafter, Rhythm is Magic. And there's one other real top, epic.
Oh, no, it's too stupid. No,
It's funny, the guy that actually was my animation senpai when I first started, he deleted his channel, so he doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh, who was it?
Tohino.
Hmm.
You can still see his channel.
But he's got everything hidden or something.
Oh,
Oh.
hi. Well, you can still find it, but it's under deleted pony videos.
Okay. They're delicious.
But he was the one that did the original advertisement for the first one, and it was just his quality was just really good.
Fan.
And I got to meet him at the first BronyCon I went to. We ran an SFM panel. It was the first or second he was there, and I got to tell him that. But he's a super embarrassed introvert, so he kind of was just like, eh. But I love his content. And then he made stuff for like a year or two after I joined, and then he left. So it's been like 6 or 7 years since he's not made anything.
It is kind of depressing to see
I think so,
people
Blake.
leave and move on, sure.
I think so,
So many
Blake.
creators tend to burn the
No,
bridge
no, it's too
behind them
stupid.
as far as their content that they create while in the fandom.
Well, thing is, if you want to expand, yeah, you might have to. Because it's like right now, I want to try to expand some things, but I have a brick wall of the Brony fandom. So,
Not a brick wall. We didn't stop you from going there.
but if I were to start making other content, usually if somebody goes to a channel, you want to see that content is going to match with things that you're going to want to watch in the future. And if somebody goes to subscribe to it and then suddenly they realize that most of the stuff you're posting, or some of it even, has nothing to do with it, or even something you dislike, you're never going to follow. So if you're trying to expand, you have to find something that's going to be more general and covering. Rathalos got... I was only getting a few hundred followers on that content. The minute I made his own account, and within 7 days I broke my current follower count because nobody wanted to follow it because of the pony. As soon as I removed the pony, it exploded. So if I want to, that's why some of the branding outside of YouTube, like here, the branding is changing. I've been doing it to more general stuff that's fitting more. I'm trying to go with a coffee theme for fun. But that's why at least YouTube, I don't mind keeping it that way for now. But I do want to slowly start shifting towards a more general feel so that I can try to expand in content.
I was also pretty young when I first started watching LP. I was only 27.
No, it's too... No, it's too stupid.
That's why my experience has been a little different than a lot of people who join the fandom younger. Because when you start things younger, I think they feel so long ago. Like, that was 3 years ago. I'm a different person now. But when you're 27, 3 years is nothing. 5 years is nothing.
It doesn't feel like it's been all that long when you think about time-wise.
Yeah, like my...
No, it's too...
Like, over the last 9 years, I'm not... It's like from 27 down to 35 now.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really feel that different.
Never fully watched season 1. It took me until like freaking well, thanks for following Pikachu 7. I didn't watch season like 8 and 9 for like the longest time because it was in about most of the way through season, not even probably before season 7. I stopped really caring about the show. Like I would watch episodes if we had a bunch of people over at like at conventions or something. But I was like 2.5 to 3 seasons behind for a lot. There's still one episode I think I haven't seen. So
no, it's the Applejack.
It's the Applejack one when they had the flashback. I just haven't cared. I don't care about the show. I care about the community, and I love the community, and I like being a part of the community. But whether there's an MLP flag on it or not, I don't care. That's not the part I care about. It's the people that are within it. So, and I enjoy doing the horse stuff because I've just gotten used to it and I know it, and it's something I can make fairly quickly and easily. But I don't care about the show anymore. That's why when they're like, no more episodes, I'm like, I legitimately didn't care. It ended in a good way, so that's great, fine. But I still have the community's content to enjoy, and I've always enjoyed their content almost more than the shows, even though the show was almost needed to help drive new content. But now people are driving their own new content because you get a comic that somebody makes that's popular enough, and it drives a character's creation and a popularity of a character, and then people taking that character and like Apogee being one of them, where it's almost taken on a life of its own even past its creator. So the community can keep it going. Oh yeah, good night, Oogaboo.
And then there's going to be Chief.
They announced some information on that today.
Did they?
Very, very little. They basically said that it's going to be an entirely new cast with new characters.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But it's 1 year from now. But it starts with a movie, so we'll see.
That's the movie that's been...
Whether or not it's a theatrical movie type thing or not.
Or if it's an Equestria Girls type movie.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope it's the
So coming after season 3. Yeah, well... And I was keeping up on episodes before then, but actually the only reason I really watched episodes live was because there was a streaming channel that would stream, and their national anthem that they would play before every stream started was Luna's Banishment. And it was one of the bigger streams with a few thousand people that would pop up there. So I always popped in because it was just fun to watch and see comments while that was playing. But I stopped watching those live a long time ago. Because again, I love going to the conventions and watching the show with people, because then you can make fun of it and you can like do some little like YouTube poops while you're going, but that's it.
I was super happy we got to watch the Christmas episode.
No, it's too stupid.
For no other reason than seeing Marvel get completely destroyed. I have a thing for depressed horses. It just makes me giggle.
He likes sadness.
No, I continued watching the whole show as soon as the episodes came out, just because it made me happy. I found joy in the simple stories. I've been watching Pony Life, but I can't really say the same thing. I mostly just watch it because I get bored. That's all it is. It's like, I'm not doing anything for the next 15 minutes.
Dude, right here. There we go. Just trying to find a good position for him to have his head down. And I always find it funny that animation is like the easiest part. Getting all the keyframes right, the lip syncing, the lighting, the scene builds, that's to take the longest. But as soon as all that's done, the animation is like boop boop and it's done.
No, get happy legs.
But the nice thing too with these shots is that their feet aren't shown, so I can technically cheat a lot of these. But if I change the camera, I don't want to be screwed because I took shortcuts.
Actually, talking about fan content, I think the single most thing I've ever enjoyed of fan content was probably the Fallout Equestria books.
Australia.
I've only read like,
I know, and it's been life-changing.
For you?
For you.
Oh, for me. Yeah. I wanted to read it today, but I didn't have time. It was Fallout Equestria books and a comic I really, really enjoyed. And I'm hoping one day the artist gets back to finishing it. Which is called Anon's Pie Adventure. And it was just ridiculously adorable. I love the story, the world building in that. But he hasn't updated it in a while. Partly because he actually makes, he does art for the IDW comics now. It's one of the rare cases where somebody who did fan art got a job doing it professionally. I really don't know if there's like any other artists
too stupid.
who started doing their art professionally for the show. And they started using it as I can real quick.
It's too stupid.
And then his contributions were limited. Mostly background vocals.
It's too stupid. Well, I think so, Blaine, but no, it's too stupid.
So he actually, I didn't realize this until much later, was one popular series, or what show, Has Been Hotel. He's the same voice for one of the characters. So he seems to be working his way into things. Guy's got a creepy smile.
It's too stupid. No, it's too stupid.
Where's your head? There it is.
Yeah, but if you ever want to read a good comic that managed to get a small artist into
Stupid.
main
No,
contributor
it's too
to
stupid.
IDW series, then go find Anon's Pie Adventure. It's
Too
like,
stupid.
I'll drag that up. I think that's the other ball I need. Yeah.
Too stupid. No, it's too stupid.
This part, I want to have his eyes full face.
Hold on.
Let's not do that. He's gotta be.
No, it's too stupid. No, it's too...
And here, he's gotta be sad.
Oh, it's too stupid.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
Enough! That was... Enough!
Ourselves as a cow. 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 Moo. We are a cow. Take us to China.
I still love that so much.
It's so great. You figured out what you're gonna use for Pinky yet? It says we are cows. There has to be more than one cow.
We are a cow. Take us to China.
Does that work?
I'm going to say yes. Because I know you know better.
If you're watching the stream, there's gonna be spoilers. I can't help it.
That is what happens.
Yeah, it's the full thing.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think so, Blaine, but... No, it's too stupid.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
Enough! That was it exactly!
Moo. We are a cow. Take us to China.
I need probably about a 2 to 3 second extra gap there in time. I just have to figure out how to do it for the lead up. Otherwise, it's just a little quick.
As quickly as this video is going, you could have it done by the end of next week.
No. Because for one, there's no lighting.
Just leave the lighting as it is.
So I'd have to do all the lighting. No, lighting is great because it helps me define his edges and control what people look at.
No, it's too stupid.
But like even here, their eyes don't glow. I think I could actually I can't make their eyes glow. No, I can. I can just do the normal eye method. What am I talking about?
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
I wonder if I should have like the.
As a cow. As a cow. As a cow.
I hit the cap on my motion though, so I gotta. I think that's the most I can zoom in.
Ourselves as a cow. As a cow.
Enough!
And then when he says "narf," no, then we just do the same thing.
Ourselves as a cow.
Enough!
I'm so dramatic.
No, you want dramatic?
I knew this was going.
Enough!
Well, thank you for the follow, Jason. Jason loves life. That's a good outlook.
Enough!
I'm afraid of Jason now.
Enough!
Jason already loves life.
Oh, yay. I kind of like that.
Enough!
Thanks, new to Twitch, so not much to fear. Oh, okay, that's good. The internet hasn't broken you yet.
How?
But welcome to Twitch. It's a fun place.
Welcome to the internet. I'm sorry. That should just be the introduction to the internet. Like, you have
It's just run.
just turn away. Just look back.
This is your life now.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
I can probably shorten this by, let me see here.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
I think I can actually shorten this by like a good half second here.
The internet, you think you're having fun, but you're just dulling the pain.
I think I have to, yes I thought, I have to actually mark on the screen with my thumb because going this direction does not work. There we go.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
What?
The ruler just put it against the screen.
That did not actually,
Are you pondering?
do what I wanted it to. Well, I'll just drag it.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think so, Blaine, but...
Wait. This audio got...
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think...
Oh, I gotta shorten this by a half second into 2. So that's here.
Pondering what I'm pondering?
Well, I think so, Blaine, but... No, it's too stupid.
We will disguise ourselves as a cow.
No! That was it exactly!
Oops.
Moo, we are a cow. Take us to China.
Makes no sense. I love it.
Move. That had to have been a fun character to record.
I just love it's the monotone bit of it where he's super smart, but his idea of convincing them that he's a cow is just moo. I am a cow.
He knows they're all super dumb. It will work.
Or he's super smart, but he lacks common sense.
Yes.
Or he assumes that everybody else is way too stupid. But it makes sense
more
because
of it.
he says that, and then they all like celebrate because he's a cow.
He just knows that everyone else is incredibly dumb.
Anyways, so welcome Jason, but it is actually after 9, so this is where I actually end it. So I usually only stream 3 hours on Fridays there. So
Been here for years.
yeah, I've been doing this for 5 something. I will be back on Tuesday to do more. I do have a Discord, and I'll sometimes pop up into the public chat there and just kind of stream stuff I'm working on. I'll probably do it sometime this weekend too. So if you want more stuff, you can feel free to pop up over there. If you just, I can type it. So it's bam, there it is. So that timing is probably not right, but anyways, so yeah, that's it. I'm going to be done. And actually, this is looking to be pretty decent. I think I do want to extend that a little bit, but I really like ending it at cow.
We are a
This is funny. Better stuff. And again, yeah, it's every stream every Tuesday and Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. So whatever 3 hours ago was until usually 8 or 9. And then we've been mixing in a game stream every now and then. Didn't do it this week, but I want to try to do it again next week. So yeah, cool. Thanks for coming. Thanks for everybody being cool peeps and all that. So have a good weekend.
Don't cry, Rex.
Don't cry for me. But have a kitty. So bye bye.